So the one I'm talking about is clock 5. So when you open your clock 5, all you just need to do, maybe you're working for a VA for EPITA, just type something like VA assignment or assessment or task, and you click start. It will start counting. Can you see it here? So this is for someone that does manual assignment, because if you're working on Upwork apparently have their own what we call Upwork desktop app. So the Upwork desktop app, automatically, once you start working, it will ask you to start it, and it will start taking your screenshot. But some companies allow manual assignment. I think somebody have asked that what is manual assignment before. So manual tracking means that you can track manually. When there is no manual, when manual tracking is not allowed, what it means is that you can only track using the Upwork tracking app, which takes screenshots and all that. But if they say manual tracking is allowed, then that means you can use something like Clock5, Track5, Time Doctor, or any other software and track it. Then having tracked it, you can now go back to your Upwork and update the exact time from this manual or other softwares on your Upwork diary. Do you get that?
Yes, very clear.
When we get to Upwork, when we get to Upwork, you may get to understand that better. So when you are done, if it's a company that don't necessarily want you to redo the manual assignment or diary, what do? On the day of or whenever you want, you can just come here, look for reports. This is reports. Click on reports and click on this, and you will get the report of whatever you have done. So you look for what have I done. You can see that it even give you the amount of money I've worked for. So had it been I set it, I will set for the amount of money, how much, maybe like if I'm being paid $7 per hour, it will calculate everything, how many hours I've worked for the day, the amount of money that has been accumulated and everything, and it will be here. So what do? You come here, you can decide to change, instead of using detail, you can use detail. And once you click on details, had it been there's something that was tracked, maybe my job was tracked, my money, everything has been tracked. You can see that here is 0 because nothing was tracked. Then you come to this export. You can decide to download this. When you click on export, you are downloading this thing as a PDF or SSSV, CSV, or Excel, or you can decide to customize. But me, sometimes I download it as Excel or PDF. So when you download it, then you can upload this thing into your Google Drive and copy the link and share with your whomever that is going to pay you. Do you get? So what this means is, even if you are like, if you are using manual assignments and you go and put like you worked for 4 hours and you share this thing and they are still 3 hours, that means you're live. So even if you are using manual assignment, sometimes some of them that want it to be very transparent, they will want to see all this. So, but this one is not, you don't need to put your mind to it, because at the end of the day, some companies will still tell you that they have their own tracking tools that they want to install into your system. But I'm just giving this one in case you want to track it yourself, then you should use this. It's easy, very easy to operate. Then there are some companies that if they are using this already, they will be the one to create all these projects. You can see this is certain is a project that I worked on. This telemarketing is another project I worked on. And I was not the one that created all these things. So they are the ones to create all these things. And when it is time for you to work, instead of you to type VA, just come to this project and you see all the projects already created by them on their own back end. You select the one you are currently working on, and that is it. Okay?
Yes.
So let me stop. So that is that for track 5. Let's go back to my main gist. So now,
if you don't want to stop it when you are done working, I don't want to stop it, like, or
before, who started it?
Sorry, is this like an app, or you have to like have this on the web?
Because I know I used to have one called Deputy. That's like an app on your phone.
I think you can get it as app, but me, I don't like working with all this app. As long as I'm always on my system, why do I need the app? I like my phone being my mobile phone and my laptop doing all the jobs. I don't know why, but the only thing I try to get the app is something like that I need updates, like immediate updates, like maybe Upwork. They have Upwork app, and I know that it's not all the time that I'll be on my laptop. So I need, maybe when somebody sends me a response, I should be able to reply immediately. Fine. But all these ones that I know that I need it when I'm seated on my system, why do I have to use up my phone memory to get all the applications? So to me, it's not really necessary. So, and for
you just simply go.
Hello. Excuse me.
You just simply go on track file login and login.
what do you say?
You just simply go on track file login, register, and that is it, right? If you're
Yeah,
using your laptop.
if your company allows that. That's what I'm saying. Each companies have their own way. Okay, let me show you guys. Let me know if I can see my time doctor so that you have an idea of what I'm saying. Time. Can you see this thing? Can you see this time doctor?
Yes.
There's something I just opened. This is it. This is time doctor. This time doctor is what my current job use, my current Upwork job use. But Upwork on their own end have this one. This is what Upwork use. Upwork app. I'm opening Upwork app. So this is it. I'm removing the person making this noise. So can you see it? Can you see the two applications?
Yes.
So now, if you start working on Upwork, in fact, immediately you get to your job on Upwork, Upwork will send you a prompt to get this application and install in your system. But the people I worked for said they don't trust this Upwork, that they have their own, which they use, which is Time Doctor. So they created an account for me using on Time Doctor, where I log in every morning. Once I resume work, I log into Time Doctor, and the Time Doctor will start recording my time, and it takes screenshots. Like this is my laptop for the job, so that you guys will understand what I'm trying to say. Can you see it? Because it takes screenshots, I cannot do the job with my main time, with my main job. Do you get the gist now? So they tend to take, if you're working on Upwork takes screenshots. If you're using the Upwork or desktop tracker, this one, they take screenshots. And if you're using Time Doctor also takes screenshots. Time Doctor also takes screenshots. Do you get the gist now?
Yes.
So if you are like, I think somebody have asked me this in my inbox, like you have two jobs and those two jobs are running concurrently. How do you do it? Or more, you need a second laptop. I have had some people lose their jobs because of this. Once Upwork don't allow you to have two jobs running concurrently. It's not like they don't allow you, because of course they will not tell you not to apply for jobs. But if you know you have two jobs, that means one have to probably allow manual tracking. That way it will not be tracking the other one and also be tracking the other one. And because you cannot have two desktop app, you just have one desktop app, and desktop app cannot track two at the same time. And apart from that, it makes no sense that you are working for a company, or let's assume I've resumed work, and each time they want to take my screenshot, they're taking screenshot of another company. That is breach of privacy compliance. Do you get the gist? So if at any point you have two jobs that are clashing, the only best bet is that you need two laptops, and one should be manual tracking, not automatic tracking, or should I say Upwork tracking, because Upwork can only track once. So what most of my friend does is, or what they do is, I have a friend who have 3 jobs, but those 3 jobs are spread. One is morning, like our Nigerian morning. The other one is like 2 hours, just 2 hours. Then the other one is start from 5 p.m. until 3 a.m. Do you get? So now he have 3 jobs, but they are not clashing. So that one is acceptable. Is that understood?
Yes.
So how do you go about the manual tracking?
When we get to Upwork,
Like-
you know that. Thank you.
All right.
Okay, so now we are talking about end user device. So when we talk about end user device, we have a way, just like the way I'm sharing my screen with you. When you are supporting a customer, depending the kind of support you are giving to these customers, it gets to some point that you need to share your screen. You need to see what this person is doing. You need to help this person. Like sometimes you may get a customer that wants to create an account. Maybe you are supporting a software, or like the job I'm doing currently as a virtual assistant. We are taking care of COVID patients, and this COVID patient, they come to create an account with us. And my own, like we have doctors, nurses working with us, pharmacists. But what I do is to make sure that these people set up their accounts. And once they set up their accounts, I send messages to them, like get their details. And once I get all these details, I upload it on the portal, and the doctors, the nurses should be able to attend to him from there. Do you get? So now let's assume I'm trying to help this person set up an account, and most of our patients are all these US elderly people that are more vulnerable to COVID-19. So now let's assume I'm trying to help someone that is maybe 70, 80, and he's not understanding what you are saying. So how do I support this person to achieve the same results? I have to share my screen, or I have to tell the person to share his or her screen. So there are tools that we use in sharing our screen. If we want to make calls, then we can use Zoom. Then if we want to make calls, we can also use Google Meet. But most of the time, we use French desk or any desk. I just put all these ones so that you can have an idea. But the one that I sincerely love using, but I've not used it in a recent time, is Log Me In. Log Me In, I think it's for Microsoft. I've never seen a company else any other company that is Log Me In. But there's one feature that I really love about Log Me In, because if you are using Log Me In, it doesn't just give you access to the other person's system. I can also operate the system from my own end. Do you get?
Yeah.
With Log Me In, I can use, like the way you are seeing my mouse move, the customer on his own end will see my mouse move on his screen.